Sporlan Smart Pro R service tools are specifically developed to meet the needs of refrigeration technicians. All the benefits of our original kit, plus the Smart Pro R tools allow temperature readings down to minus 40 degrees, fit any diameter pipe, allow multi-coil superheat readings, and 10 times the signal strength. Find out more at sporlanonline.com.
USA. Blower's not coming on. It's a zone system. So we're going to see what's going on. Cooling's running. It's freezing up the coil immediately. And blower's not running. We're going to see if it's got a signal or what. You can see on the capacitor we have it's ruptured here. So we're going to see if it's got any juice left at all, because this thing's spinning backwards in the wind. So it must be a pretty high load getting that thing started. Here we go. We have capacitance, 10 microfarad. It says 9 microfarads, but it's leaking oil. Check it out and see. Well, I have it on one side of power down here in the plug. The other side of power is up here on the blower relay. We have normally closed is the red, normally open is the black, and then our speed tap for the motor is here. And our normally open we have power going into it, but we don't have anything coming out so far. Let me check the control voltage here on the side of the relay, and we'll see what we got. I checked it, we don't have anything yet, so I'm going to give it just a second, just in case. We're in a little bit of a delay, so we'll see. I got my warranty motor back, took it out of the box there, and it looks like we have a Gentech now. So they probably got sick of it being a piece of junk and decided to switch it out. Although the capacitor it requires is a 20. Good grief. Well, this was an interesting one. I have a new capacitor wedged in there because the wiring was too short. I have it put away far enough from the door so it won't bother the door. It's blocked from the insulation and all that good stuff. Other wires are taped up and put out of the way, put it on medium speed. This motor, it looks like this motor, even though the tag doesn't say so, whenever I did some research on it, looks like it can be used for 460 volt applications too, which was kind of strange. It was kind of weird. So I had to kind of ohm out the motor and sort of figure things out here, and I got it wired up the way that I figured was right. Turned it on, it worked, so that's good. There was a little bit of uneasiness there. But it seems like one of the things where it looks like you figured it out, but you still want to see it moving before you go celebrating. So it was running 4.3 amps, and it's rated for, I think it was 4 point. That's with the door open. I think it's rated for like 4.5. So this is 3/4 horsepower, 5-ton machine. So I'm going to put the door back on, and we'll let her fly. One blower motor to the next. We got old crispy critter down there, and this is the blower motor that's at the modular home, the big modular where it's at the Heil. It's on a previous video, so we're going to go ahead and switch out this blower too with a 0.5 horsepower 3.4 amp motor. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart. Here's our motor, Emerson motor, 3 amps 1/3 horsepower is what this one is. So we'll see what we got here. We have, well, let me put my other motor down. We have 1/2 horsepower, 3.4 amps. So I want to make sure the amps are covered. These things take a beating, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the box. Have to use a band on this one because, as you can see, the bracket's attached to this one. So get everything out, get our band out. So FM55, 5 5/8 diameter fast mount kit from Fasco. I'm gonna take a look at our rat's nest here and see what we have. Have a bunch of extra parts down here. Hope these aren't important. Good grief. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know what they are. Just kidding again. We have a new double pole, double throw relay here. One pole is powering the heat speed. What happens if we have a signal sent from the sequencer? It lands here. It's normally closed in between low speed, which is this red wire on the fan, and the heat speed. So we're going to go down here, and we can see that comes back down to the this contactor relay, style relay down here. There. So that's our heat speed. It's only going to be, relevant if we have a sequencer on and there's no blower operation. So if this is normally closed and that sequencer closes, then the voltage, the L1, L2 voltage is going to switch on that terminal because the load goes from the contactor itself to the heater coils. So basically this side of this contactor is basically with this voltage over here. Then when it closes, it's with the voltage on this side. So that switch is what energizes it, because then you have a voltage potential in between the two wires going to the blower. I hope that doesn't sound like a bunch of gobbledy crap. This is just a low voltage. I use some of these capacitor wires I got off the other fan motors. And on the top we have our cooling speed, high speed, coming into the blower. Runs all the way down and all the way back to the other side of the breaker. So we're going to test this thing out with everything dangling. If it's good to go, I will then start wiring it up, or not wiring it up, tightening it up with a few wire ties. Guys, we have 3.03 amps on high speed, so we're good because of the 3.4 amp motor. So that we are good. We have plenty of airflow coming out, knowing we are the right direction. I'm going to start buttoning this back up so we can get everything secured. I did swap that capacitor. You really can't see it back there. I should have moved it up front, but I wasn't thinking about it. It would have been nice if I would have put it right here next to this this relay so it's easy to get to, but you know what? I didn't think that far ahead, so damn it. Oh well. I'm going to start buttoning this thing up, so we should be good to go now. Those of us with dirty hands, blood stains intertwine, right away each morning, to grind it out another time. The faces in the mirror, and not as young as they once were, but they're proud.